Join us in exploring self-love, real connections, and personal growth inspiration.
Because I believe truly that the frequency that I'm vibrating on right now, as a result of learning to love myself and following my own path, is going to draw in who's supposed to be here, and he's going to be vibrating on the same frequency that I'm on. And I've truly taken my hands off and let God do his thing. So no, I'm not searching, but his name has to be him with a capital H, and I'll know when I meet him. Period.
I can see.
Period.
I know, those that listen to us every week. Me and Red, we have a relationship outside. You know what I'm saying. The studio. You know what I'm saying. I check in with her. You know what I'm saying. I know when she's finna go travel and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying. We're literally friends. You know what I'm saying. That's my little sis, man. And I can, from my perspective, whomever that person will be, it's going to be a special type of person, because you're a handful, but you're a blessing. You know what I'm saying? But you got to look through and weed through the handful to get to the blessing. You know what I'm saying? You're nurtured, you're good, you're fun, you're creative, and you're all these wonderful things. But these experiences, unclosures, has built this wall of warning around you that, you know what I'm saying, it has to be a special man to get through that. And to get to the woman's behind that, so you're an amazing woman, Red.
Yeah, I love you.
But motherfucker gonna fuck around and find out.
Man, I promise you.
I
promise you, like, you really have to exude a level of confidence and it be honest and real. I have this. I'll go so far as to call it a level of clairvoyance where I see bullshit coming. Like, I can read through that shit. And yes, I'm right. You don't ever have to admit to it, but we both know. It's just it's a gift. I don't know, a curse, whatever, a little bit of both. But like, my bullshit meter is so high, and I'm so okay in my own skin, and I love my own company. Like, I've cultivated my space to be a place that I love. I'm a hermit. I stay in the house, and I'm funny about who crosses my threshold. Like, I'm very protective because I've had to be, but it has turned out to work in my favor because I know who the fuck I am, and I have boundaries, and life is good as a result of it. So I encourage, per usual, do the work.
Yeah. And for me, as far as this particular question, I would have to start off from the beginning. And I didn't never know how to date or treat a woman or how special a woman is. With no father and no particular men role models in my life, you know what I'm saying? The shit that I was actually taught really was to fuck over and abuse women, you know what I'm saying? Fuck them and move to the next one and get notches on your belt. That's what I was taught, And that miseducation and misinformation led me into my adult life, and I left a lot of footprints on a lot of women's back, you know what I'm saying? And today, it gives me chill to even think about that because, I wasn't acting in my real self. I wasn't acting in my real self. I was acting to what they molded. They molded that monster, you know what I'm saying? Because the lack of information, I have to pick up things along the way. And the only place that I had to pick it up was the street.
Yeah.
Was the hood, was the cut.
But the acknowledgement of that is so beautiful.
Thank you. You know what I'm saying? I had to get to that point because we just had a show in your absence where me and actually Jay actually said the same thing. I love love. Mm-hmm. I love love. I really, really do. But you know what I'm saying? Since that threshold, from experience, as far as dating and relationships and everything like that, it's hard. And I didn't know it was that hard. It's really, really hard, especially for people like me that love and love hard. You know what I'm saying? And love up front, not in the back. And
people take advantage of that.
I've had my heart broke. I've had my heart broke. I've done in the process of being single, the small amount of time, because there's a story to that too, but the small amount of time that I was in that single season, you know what I'm saying, in the dates that I went on or whatever the case may be, it wasn't for me. I had my mind set on something and someone, and I didn't want to refute that. I didn't want to refute that because conversation again rules the world, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's the right conversation. And I found out if you're a woman and you don't, or a man, if you're a woman or a man, a person, let me just say that if you're a person that interrupts another person's life and you really don't want to have these hard conversations, these difficult conversations about what's real, yeah, we talking about your feelings, your emotions, finances, and different things like that. If you're not willing to have these conversations, why are you interrupting that person's life?
Yeah.
Why
yeah.
are you interrupting that person's life? But
Yeah, I dig that.
I shut out the noise as far as my relationships and my relationship, marriage, and everything like that, to where I don't let social media drive me. I don't let negativity drive me. If I have a partner and he's single and he out there hoeing or whatever the case may be, that does not drive me. He's not an influence to me. You know what I'm saying? I said in the last segment, it's me versus me.
Yeah.
It's me versus me.
And that's key. That's the key. That's the key right there. It's got to be you versus you. We get so caught up in trying to fit in or worrying about what other people
I did that all my life, Red.
and all of that. And so you're striving to be someone who is not authentic to how you feel, you know, to who you feel you are. So you're never going to reach that because it's not attainable for you. It doesn't feel comfortable for you. We're always going to default to what's comfortable by nature, right?
Every time.
You gotta be you. You have to be unapologetically yourself, notwithstanding the people around you, the space that you occupy, what you've been taught, what your parents look like, what your neighborhood look like all of these things. We get conditioned and we are lazy. So it feels good to be told what to do and to go along with the status quo and to fit in and all of these things. And not everybody is meant to be a star. So by all means, fit in if that's what works for you.
Yeah, get your ass in the audience.
But for those of you who I'm talking to, you know you know what I'm saying? So like if you really are about that life and you're about seeking the truth and debunking myths and things that you've been indoctrinated with by way of culture or tradition, whether family or religion or whatever, if you're seeking to find something that's real so that you can affect the world in a real way, and the world doesn't have to be like globally the world, it can mean, you know, your direct world, the people, you know, directly connected to you, however that looks for you. But, you know, that desire has to be there to go find it.
Yeah, it has to. You know, and I had this thought, and I want to speak directly to the men, you know what I'm saying, that is out there. It's this moment in time that came to mind. I was sitting in San Quentin, and this dude, man, every day he come out and he in his conversation he popping the same thing. Yeah, man, I don't need no bitch, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, bitch can't do nothing for me and all this sort of stuff like that. So one day, really, I tell you the truth, to be honest, I got tired of listening to this nigga. You know what I'm saying? So I said, say, man, let me holler at you for a minute, man. Yeah, what up, man? What up, red face? What up, man? I say, man, you go to commissary every week? He said, yeah. I said, who put that money on your books? Oh, man, my auntie, man, she takes care of me, and then my baby mama, she throws something, you know what I'm saying, and then my mom, you know. I said, okay, you know what I'm saying. I said, you got any kids? He said, yeah, I got 2 little boys, man. I said, who out there taking care of them little boys while you on lock, homie? You know, he said, my baby mama, but my mama, you know what I'm saying, take them every now and then. I said, you done named all these women.
Come on, man.
That's helping you and making sure everything's all right, while you done made a stupid ass decision to be in here, and now you in here preaching around here that you don't need a bitch.
No,
it's everything. A bitch is a woman is running your whole life while you done laid it down.
Man, that's real.
You know what I'm saying?
That's real. And them be the ones with the most mouth. I got a baby daddy like that.
He did not do that no more. naturally. I didn't do that in front of everybody
Shit.
because that would have been a whole nother situation. We're in prison, so you don't do that in front of everybody. That was a one-on-one conversation. I pulled his coat on something,
Yeah,
but I
better not.
watched him after that, and he never came through the day room saying that shit no more. We're gonna get right in this segment right here, and I want to ask that how do you use the lessons from your own journey to inspire others?
I guess simply put, I just live my authentic life out loud. Is the best way I think I can put that. I would hope that in sharing my story and being transparent with who I am and what I've been through, that if I can affect at least one person's life and inspire some level of change and growth within them, then I did what I was supposed to do.